Some stories don't just show up on a screen. They stop people mid-scroll and make them lean in, and this is one of those moments. A series of photos connected to actress Angie Dickinson has been quietly sparking conversation for decades, not because they were scandalous in a cheap way, but because they challenged expectations at a time when doing so came with real consequences. These images surprised audiences, confused critics, and intrigued fans who thought they already understood who Angie Dickinson was. This video isn't here to shock or disrespect anyone. It's about understanding why these photos mattered, how people reacted, and why they are still remembered long after trends changed. Angie Dickinson was already a respected name when the images surfaced, known for her confidence, elegance, and commanding presence in film and television. She often portrayed strong women who held their ground, and that reputation shaped how the public viewed her. Because of that established image, people assumed they knew her limits, which made the photos feel unexpected. The fashion choice she made stepped outside what audiences were used to seeing from her. The outfit, daring for its time, revealed more skin than her usual polished appearances, yet it was carefully framed and never crossed into explicit territory. The message wasn't about shock value, it was about choice. Some viewers saw empowerment in her confidence, others felt uneasy, and many simply didn't know what to think. That tension is exactly why the images gained so much attention. When they began circulating, discussions spread quickly through magazines, entertainment circles, and word of mouth. Some critics argued she was risking her career, while supporters believed she was proving that women could define their own image. It's important to remember the era this happened in, when careers could stall over a single controversial decision and public judgment was far less forgiving. Angie understood the risk, which adds another layer to the story. Whether her choice was driven by self-expression, curiosity, or creative freedom is something only she truly knows, but the impact is undeniable. Over time, opinions shifted. What once felt bold and unsettling began to look mild compared to modern fashion standards. Younger audiences often view the photos as tame, while longtime fans now recognize them as a moment of quiet rebellion. This change highlights how cultural standards evolve and how context shapes perception. The photos didn't just capture a look, they captured a turning point in how public figures were discussed. Media coverage back then focused heavily on the outfit itself, often ignoring the intention behind it. That narrow framing influenced how people judged her, reminding us how easily meaning can be lost when images are separated from their story. Respectful conversation matters, especially when discussing real people behind famous faces. Angie Dickinson's photos became one chapter in a long, accomplished career, not its definition. They remain relevant because they show how one decision can spark debate, challenge norms, and reflect the values of its time. As we look back, the real takeaway isn't the outfit, it's the conversation it started. Stories like this remind us that fame freezes moments, but people continue to grow beyond them. Thanks for watching eGossip 3.0, where we explore the moments that shaped pop culture, and remember to keep curiosity open and judgment fair.